This is CNC World, a new perspective.
The United Nations, citing Philippines government figures on Thursday, put the latest death toll from powerful Typhoon Haiyan at 4,460. UN estimating 11.8 million people are affected by the disaster, also calls for a sustainable response from the international community.
A week after Typhoon Haiyan ripped through the Philippines, in Tacloban, one of the worst-hit cities, sickness, hunger, and thirst have settled in with a sticky, humid heat and stench of rancid flesh hanging over the city. Typhoon survivors now crowd in Tacloban airport, waiting to flee. Bridge, a soldier from U.S. military, told CNC that they are running around the clock to transfer survivors.
Each aircraft can carry about approximately 150, depending on the equipment. So we are averaging over 10 flights a day between armed forces of the Philippines and U.S., Australian, other partners such as Malaysia. People are flying in with aid and relief and flying out with wounded and sick people. So the total number is over 1,000, and every day it is getting more and more. We even have flights coming 24 hours to bring needed supplies into the area.
The Philippine military has said the priority is to evacuate the injured, elderly, and children. The Philippine island of Cebu is receiving thousands of evacuees from these worst-affected areas, including Tacloban and Samar. The top United Nations humanitarian official Thursday called for a sustained and collective response from the international community, adding that despite logistical challenges, aid is increasingly reaching those in need. The World Food Programme, or WFP, started helicopter flights to deliver high-energy biscuits to islands in the outlying areas of Philippines, namely to communities of Guayan, Eastern Samar, and other parts of Leyte.
The World Food Programme is continuing with aid distribution in the areas affected by Typhoon Haiyan. Today, helicopter flights took place to deliver high-energy biscuits to islands in the outlying areas, and there were distributions of high-energy biscuits also at Tacloban Airport, where hundreds and hundreds of people have been waiting to leave the affected areas for several days.
The rice rations from WFP have now reached more than 170,000 people. WFP is seeking a total of $101 million to provide emergency food assistance as well as logistics and emergency telecommunication support to more than 2 million people.
The UN estimates 11.8 million people were affected by the disaster, including over 920,000 uprooted from their homes. Russia Friday flight back 11 tourists from typhoon-hit Philippines. In an interview with CNC, the eyewitness recalled their stay.
An 1176 airplane took off from the city of Cebu has landed at Russia's far east city of Khabarovsk with 11 people, including 5 children.
A terrible hurricane, a really huge one. I've never seen anything like this in my life. And we weren't sure if we will survive or not. Windows of our hotel room were destroyed, so we had to lean against the door. The wind kept knocking out the door. Luckily, our rooms were not ruined.
There are 2 families from Vladivostok that were vacationing in the Philippines, and they were not injured in the typhoon, an emergency situations ministry official said. He added Russia was ready to provide further humanitarian aid to the Asian country at the request of its authorities.
This is CNC World, a new perspective.